Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day episode number 71 for Wednesday, October the 29th, 2008. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungart and thank you very much for joining me. I'm having digital camera problems again, so I thought I'm just going to record it on my Mac because I can't miss any more days. It's driving me fucking nuts missing these reviews. So the film I'm going to review for you guys today is Venus, which is directed by Roger Mitchell. The film stars Peter O'Toole, Jodie Whittaker, Leslie Phillips, and Vanessa Redgrave. Peter O'Toole was actually nominated for an Oscar for his performance in this film. Peter O'Toole in this film plays an aging actor, which is a stretch for Peter O'Toole. He's this aging actor. He spends his days with one of his good friends. They trade pills. They're these two older gentlemen, and they go to the theater together. They're very funny. They have a lot of fun together. And his friend hires a caretaker, a young woman. I believe it's his niece or his niece's daughter or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And Peter O'Toole and this girl kind of form this really unusual, strange, almost romance relationship. And the film we watch the relationship play out. It's very much a character study. It's very much art house cinema. It's very slow. It's a slow burn. It's not a lot of action. When the film was finished, I didn't have an urgency. I didn't finish and I wasn't like, oh, everyone's got to see this movie. Everyone has to see Venus. It's fantastic. What I did get is an absolutely real and brilliantly acted, directed film that you kind of experience through osmosis, I guess, or through your pores of your skin. It kind of seeps in. There are so few films made that really tackle age like this. The Bucket List, I think, is kind of one of the American equivalents we've had, but it's such an interesting point of view for a film because it's one you don't often see portrayed. And that alone sets it apart from so many films. It's really interesting. The relationship between Peter O'Toole and the young girl played by Jodie Whittaker is fantastic. It's such a strange relationship because it's hard to watch and you feel like, is he taking advantage of her? Is she taking advantage of him? It's such an interesting relationship to see play out. And it's one you never see hardly. And I also like the fact that the film never takes sides. It's such a perplexing relationship, but it never says if it's bad or not. People act strangely throughout this film, but I don't think it's weird. I don't understand some of the motivations for some of the characters, but I think that it's because it's so real. And so many times, in our real lives, we never know what people are going to do or how people will react. This film was also, I mentioned it was slow, but it's wildly funny. Peter O'Toole is hilarious in this film. I love the scene early on in the movie when him and his old friend they're just trading their pills back and forth, talking about the buzz they got off of them. There's a really funny moment where Peter O'Toole is peeking over a door trying to see Jodie Whittaker's character nude when she's posing for an art class, and the door swings open, and Peter O'Toole does some really great physical comedy for someone who looks so frail as he does. Peter O'Toole in this film. Peter O'Toole is arguably one of the greatest living actors. In this, he is remarkable in this film. He is stunning. It is one of the most heartfelt, emotional performances I think I've ever seen. He's phenomenal. It's hard for me to put into words what he's done in this film because he's amazing. He goes from heartbreaking to hilarious to a dick to lovable. It's really quite amazing. The entire cast is phenomenal. Vanessa Redgrave as Peter O'Toole's ex-wife is fantastic and such a beautiful character. The young girl, Jodie Whittaker, who plays the caretaker, who plays Jessie, I think is her name, does such a great job at playing kind of a trashy, slutty kind of character, and she does it really well, really believable. I really loved this film. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's incredibly well made, well directed, well written. It's just a great movie. And if you're into indie art house style slow films, character dissections, definitely check out this film. Peter O'Toole is amazing. And if for some reason you haven't seen Lawrence of Arabia with Peter O'Toole, stop what you're doing right now and get that movie. You can get it on Amazon pretty cheap, I'm sure. Yeah, so if you guys are liking my reviews, make sure and subscribe. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below. If you guys like this video, leave me a rating. I like getting the stars. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.